Hey, so I just got back from yoga class and it was amazing. I'm really proud of myself as well. I got up early this morning and went to an 8:30 a.m. yoga class, which is not something that normally happens. And I love yoga so much, and I feel so amazing in my body right now. I feel so alive and so open and so connected. And just started realizing how important it is for us to really be open, to stretch ourselves, to open our bodies, to open our minds, and how when we are in our minds a lot and we're very constricted and we're very stuck on, habitual ways of thinking, of being, of acting, of speaking, it keeps us limited. It keeps us smaller. It keeps us constricted. And that is actually manifested in our body. When we experience tightness in our body, our minds and bodies are so interconnected that we can often see where we're holding on by feeling into our bodies. That's why one of the reasons why yoga is so amazing is that it helps you connect to your body and move through a lot of those areas of tightness and constriction, and helps us to open more to life, to open more to ourselves. And the more we open ourselves to new possibilities, the more energy can start flowing through. When we're holding on, it constricts the flow of energy and makes us smaller, makes us tighter, and it keeps us stuck and stagnated. But to move through whatever we're holding on to, all those constrictions, whether it's in our bodies or our minds, but to move through that, to stretch through that, to open more, energy starts flowing. I've been talking a lot about flow over the last couple weeks, and being in flow means that energy is moving, it's flowing, it's unrestricted. And so it's just so important to remember that our bodies are a reflection of our minds, and that whatever we're holding on to in our minds, we kind of see in our bodies. And when we open through our bodies, it also opens our minds. I really feel it helps our minds become more present and relaxed and open. So the more we open within our bodies and our minds, the more we feel ourselves. We feel more of who we are. We experience more of who we are. So you can just, when you do a yoga class or you do any amount of stretching, you'll know that at first it kind of feels a little uncomfortable to move into those tight areas. But the more you do it, the more you open and you stretch, it just feels so good, because you start feeling more alive. You start feeling more of who you are. And it's just so true that the more we make opening a practice, the more we'll experience our true potential, more of the possibilities that exist within our being, within life. And it's just so important to keep our bodies and our minds open and flexible. So whether you do yoga or you do stretching or whatever it may be, it's just so important to not neglect the body. I know a lot of people that are business driven tend to focus so much on the mind, and they're so focused on their goals and what they're creating that they forget about the health of their bodies, and they neglect it. And it's just so important to remember that we're all of who we are is interconnected. The more we connect to our bodies and open our bodies, the more fluid and open our minds are going to be, and the more integrated we will be as human beings. So make it a practice to be more open, and you'll experience so much more of your true potential. It's just so exciting, isn't it? And you'll feel so good and so alive and so expanded. So I hope this was valuable for you today. I would love to hear from you. And go do a yoga class if you're inspired to, or just take a few moments today if you haven't already, and just connect with your body. Maybe do a little stretching, a little movement. Get the energy flowing. Get yourself open. All right, I'll talk to you soon.